Oh, right now it's actually looking promising. It's not sputtering at the moment. Maybe it was a YouTube thing, I don't know. Hello and welcome to another live YouTube bowling session. YouTube's been updated. I found that, I don't know why it would be running when I don't have it on. One of my screen capture software programs, hello Mariah. One of my screen capture programs was at 60 frames a second, turned it down 30, and all of a sudden everything on the phone works better. Yeah, it's not sputtering. Maybe it's a YouTube thing that they had to update. Hello, Turtle4812. We're live here at the easiest candlepin bowling alley in existence, Mason's. I'm here with my buddy Chris. After my horrible run at the fun spot, there won't be any videos. I ranted so much that there's nothing left, but I'll make sure to save screenshots of the really bad scores. Speaking of, let's see how it screwed me up here. I see no movement. I knew that would happen. Everything's going to the right over there. Now everything at the fun spot was going right. Now I'm going left because of that. Looks like I'm about to my new low single. My low single's a 44 done here. High is a 139, not done here. Highest at Mason's a 121. He's off to just about a good start as I was. This looks a little cockeyed. Oh yeah, this is definitely running a lot better than before. Turn on a screen cap, which shouldn't be running anyway. 4. Wow, we're both doing well. My name is George. To not go over. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There we go. Turn crap into slightly less crap. This pin setter's a little off time. I don't seem to notice much of a difference. Oh no! Well, good. Nothing went down there. Yeah, it ain't perfect, but it's running way better. 7. Like I said, a little screwed up from my from how bad the lanes were at the fun spot. Lobbed a little bit. Minor ones we let live. If this were a competition like King of the Palace trying out, then we can't. Oh, it's lobbing so bad. Some of them went more than like almost 2/3 of the way down the lane before it made contact. My low there was a 60. My high game there was a 66. Oh, screwed.
I know, right?
Oh, 6. But then again, how long has it been?
Since the last time we won.
That's quite a while. He used to be in a league and pretty much destroy me. Now I can destroy him. And oh yes, let's not forget it's. And now we're back again. You know, Sam Satar tried to do a live thing and it didn't seem to work. Now it's starting to spot. So I got an 8 in the last frame. Yeah, I have difficulty with the signal here. Even though I supposedly have a good one. The signal's good. And an 8. How many miles on the 4? About 92.2. First car I ever owned that cost 100. You're being dumb. It's just being challenging. Oh, it went left at the last moment, leaving the 4 horsemen. Now an 8. Nine. I'm going to switch cameras. Pressed it again. Much as I like this camera, it tends to not struggle with it. Halftime report. Yeah, you know, it never really liked the higher source anyway, so can't blame the phone on that. Wow, I managed to pull it up to at least a 42 with El Stinko. 34 for someone who hasn't played for months with that. And Masons, which ain't bad. And supposedly lanes 1 and 2 are a major pain, which makes that even more impressive. Time to throw El Stinko. Yeah, there's some small ones here. Well, I go for the easy pin that has all that wood to help, but you could go for the hard one instead. Niner with an. There was 10 lanes of candlepin, 10 lanes of 10 pin. The bowling was so bad, I was hurting pretty bad. Next day, it was difficult to walk on my left side. There we go. Back to normal. it's probably dropping out. I don't know why, but the network seems sketchy here. It just does that a lot. Hell, even with the previous phone, which had no real issue streaming. You know, it doesn't seem to be making a difference. I might put the high-def camera back on. As he's got on 910. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be making any real difference. Leominster too. Press. Oh, you're way past my low. Also, another thing that might be interfering with the internet is there's a thunderstorm in the area. Might be screwing around a little bit. Ooh. Oh, it went left. Hey, the lane seems flat. That's the thing. There you go. Finally, he gets a mark. As we all know, if you've seen him play, he usually has a slow warm-up. So if he gets going, he gets going. Looks like it won't be 5-tier either. But if the games are good, I don't care. That's happened before. Another niner. Also notice this camera, in spite of being the quote-unquote high-def one, seems to lose focus a lot more. He's got a 6 fill and a spare, which isn't too bad. The leave, on the other hand. Ooh! Well, if the ball were on the other side. Nice try. And niner. And there's the first I wish it was ball 2 moment with a 9. Yeah, I gotta say that, yeah, the new version of YouTube seems to be working way better. Yeah, the signal's hiccuping, but this is As I said, nothing at Mason's is easy, and that includes a good Wi-Fi signal. Ooh, well, hey, got something from it.
Try to catch it. Oh,
And the middle finger remains. Well, like I say, here it's a miracle if I can get 100. Look at how it started. It started off wonderfully there. Now look at the end. 4 away. Chris woke up a little bit. He's got an 85, which is not bad. It's within average range according to ICBA standards of casual league players. I doubt the next one will be that high, but let's see what happens. Hopefully the first frame will be better than the first one in the previous. Hey, it's my friend Bob. It's my friend Bob Caleri. He's very hard to get rid of, but let's see if I can show him the door. All right, better. Well, it is what it is.
better than last time.
Still not a great start, but 7 versus 1. Man, this phone really does not like to use the higher def camera. It's working though. Ooh, 6. That's better than his start of 4. And that actually makes it even. So this will definitely be a worse game. Snow plowing. Helpful piece of wood in the middle if he hits that head pin. All right, 9. Oh, did it go in the gutter? All right. Looked fair, but I guess not from where he was. Niner. Side. Ugly little split piece of wood that could help if it goes wrong. like that.
Like that shift.
And he leaves. Like I said, it's turned to the left. About for the 8. And we did lock up. Once again, switching to the low def camera. Maybe miracles would happen and it would take the high def camera. It seems to still lock up on that one. Oh. Oh, it's pretty much the way it's always been. And a 10. Anywhere else, that would have went.
Yes, it would.
I'll take that. And a 9 and a 9. Ooh, just a hair left. 4 horsemen on the right. And the middle finger for 9. According to this, I got an excellent signal. I think the Wi-Fi router's over on this side. Looks like Chris is starting to wake up a little bit. And well, that. 3740. That was exactly where I aimed. I've been somewhat online before that the way this pin setter's off time is actually dangerous for people working on it. Hey, almost the same shot I got, except 1 extra pin. And supposedly, when the fence starts moving forward enough for the table to go down, it's supposed to go down at that point. Wow, welcome to Masons. Hey, the wood could. You know what time it is? It's time for everyone's favorite bonus ball, El Stinko. Yeah, this version of the YouTube is running way better. The high def camera, I just thought maybe it would work. No. Let's see what the bonus is. Left the. Another perfect shot, right where I wanted it. As I always say, I know where to throw it, it's just a matter of executing. Those. Yeah, I know it doesn't look as good, but this camera runs way better. It's as fluid as live streams can go, at least on a phone. And 4.
See that? That's disappointment.
If you got fancy equipment and a budget, you can live stream at 60 frames like it were a regular video. Time for another El Stinko the bonus ball. Going for empty, that's when you get nothing on ball 1 and or half Worcester. Curse of the fill. 0 fill and a 4 for the whole frame. Well, it can still be a good game, not as good as the other one. Ooh. Oh. Is that someone just said? Oh, you got a spare. Yeah, Raj, it is a bit late, and in fact, it exposes a mechanic to potentially dangerous currents. Alrighty, let's see if we can cover from that 4. It hit wood in the fair part of the lane, so that's an 8. I just need a 4 to make the minimum of acceptable, which is 80. 90 is average ability according to IC-based standards. People usually fluctuate around 10-ish. So only 4 away from the bottom end there. In a row. tried to be fancy. It didn't matter anyway. It's still a good game with an 8. Yeah, that was an alright game. Especially since... So as I mentioned before, don't expect videos from Fun Spot because I ranted so much it literally ruined all the videos. I'll just screen capture the scores. So 7 Phil and 9 so far. And the middle finger remains. And things have returned to normal, me losing. But hey, 84, I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with that. He came alive and got decent marks on his, decent fills on his marks, where I only got 1 out of 2. 84-94. Game number 3. Seems 7's my starting number, except for the first frame, the 1. Oh. Favorable spare. Just has to hit it on the right side of the white. Not the white, the red line. The pin's white. Oh!
What was that?
I think that was Mason's. Ooh, 9er. Here we go again with this crap. This time a 5. Hey, this is my best 2-frame start. What does that say? Goes for the other side.
Taking about 1 at a time.
Problem is you don't have 10 balls.
I know. Should have built a new game. Pinball.
And, well, 5.
5.
Here we go, Niner. Hello, Watson, and hello, Tom. So far, I'm having really crappy starts, but doing okay. My first games, the first started with an 11 total, wound up being a nice 6. Second one was a 12, no, 11, and it was an 84. This time I upped it. My first 2 frames I did a 12. Yeah, there's some strong thunderstorms up in your area, Austin. Here, they're just little ones. Another nice... Oh, well, Masons. Anywhere else that either would have went over, or if it's a little too lively, it might have just slid. Although at Putnam's, it might slide into the gutter and fall over, and therefore strike. That's what Richie Myrick is called finding the curtain. I know that play pretty well too. Think of your middle finger, bowling gods. It's still a low score, but ooh, half Worcester. I gotta figure out what really is halfway between here and Worcester. East and downtown is the downtown Worcester is the mark. I know from Putnam's and New Palace, it's around Miola's ice cream stand in Sterling. Ow! Wrong side of the pin. That looks like a 5. Here's the halftime report. We're both doing really well. I just can't get I can't get anywhere past 12 after 2 frames. But 39-36, that is very rebuildable. The 36, it can be done. Niner, that helps. off to the left it goes. If it's off to one side, I just hope it hits a pocket. That way it does more damage. And he found the other one. Worst case, 8 is great. And 8 is enough. Yeah, definitely thunder now. Just saw the light. Yeah, 7s don't help. Yeah, it's raining now. And last time I checked, the cells weren't really that huge. Just some thunder, rain, and maybe a stiff breeze at best. Leaves the diamond in the middle. And, oh, 8. Those are hard to get.
They are.
I had the foresight before I left home to unplug everything important. I think it's dead.
Killed that.
And that, what could have been a spare if it stayed on the lane, is a 9. The 9 still helps. So I think the culprit of the live streaming was, I don't know why it would be running when I don't have it selected, and it doesn't show up when I see what's running on the phone. The Easy Recorder screen cap software, I simply lowered the frame rate from 60, which I use for the CANDLEPIN program, the game, and lowered it to 30, and everything's back to normal.
Yeah.
Keeps it alive. Barely. That 8 barely keeps it alive. Definitely raining now. It's not a big one. So it's just rain and barely a little bit of wind, but not much. And by not much, from the looks of things, probably 15 miles an hour at most. Ooh, that was a good shot. And an 8. I barely made it. That's it. Barely crept into the bottom end of average, which still counts as a good game, especially here at Mason's. Yeah, I think the strike streak's dying. A ball like that, and it just stops dead like that. But hey, I've had the strike streak die and had excellent games, so in this case it would be in this case it would be 2 days in a row in which 2 plays in a row I wouldn't get a single strike. In fact, at Fun Spot I didn't get a mark at all. And the Woolworth remains. So far for me, no bad games yet, although that one is close. 81-75. Someone's going to break out. Although this pin setter is not favoring us right-handers, it's tilted ever so slightly counterclockwise. So if you hit the pocket, you're likely to get a spread eagle, or a little more likely. Game 4. We got a 9. So in order to stay with the formula, I must get a 2 or a 3 in the next frame. 11 or 12. Yeah, I got higher and got a 12. New palace left. Piece of wood making it nice and fat. And he got it. Barely, but it counts. Aaron's running the desk. He'll let me go up if there were a question. just ruining the whole format.
Kind of, yeah.
So much for an 11 or a 12 to start the first two frames. That's now an 18. Pair of nines. The spare fill is a 5. Oh, curse of the fill. In a sense, it's like a 10, but still. Well, that's the only bright thing I'm looking at. I think it's about to go back to normal.
I'll try to get
7. Just barely hit that for 7. Storm's slowly pulling away. Things are a little more visible outside. Wow. Talk about both the ball and the pins going the wrong way. Just missed the head pin. And an 8. Right in the middle. 8. Oh, there's our friend Bob Caleri. Oh, a piece of wood that's not very helpful. He's going to be a stubborn one. Ouch. Bob's sticking his tongue out at you. And there's something. All right. There's 7 out of a Caleri. Hey. I'll look at it this way. If I hit it, it takes up a pin and calling it a
Nice shot. Good shot.
and a 10. Yeah, it was too close to call. I just figure I'll take the risk and call it a 9 if it hit.
I think it was a
Didn't matter.
no, it didn't matter at all.
Ooh, too full. Double pinochle. You know what Dave Madela says? Prune juice for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, Nico, you asked if there's video. Yes, but it's so laced with profanities and rants. I'm just going to give you the screen capture of the final scores. They're completely unusable. So something's going to have to fill in for November's Watch Me Suck at Bowling, because as we all know, because I've mentioned it, the season premiere is going to always be at New Palace. Well, so far, an okay half here. 44-43, the spare with the 5 fill and curse of the fill, only the 5. But it acts like a 10, so at least you got some help, although I got that without any. But welcome to Candlepin Bowling.
You know?
Welcome to Masons.
There you go.
Finally.
There it is.
That horrible bowler finally got a mark. Did he get on the job? Well done. You needed 4 bowlers and only 2 showed up, and we braved the snowstorm, so you're stuck. We would have been way too young for that. Although at the end, no, maybe not. I think that show went until 2005. Actually, that show still did pretty. Channel 5.
That was that.
Oh boy. Curse of the film. Time for El Stinko the bonus ball. Long missing, long awaiting. Let's see what happens. And 4. Week 4, but it still helps. I was aiming for the easy 2, which is typically you go for as many points as you can with the 3rd ball without going for the guts and glory. So that was a totally errant ball that luckily got all 10. You know my motto, ooh, half Worcester right. You know my motto, earned or dumb luck, I accept.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And now it's raining hard again, but The thunder part of it's over. I noticed my shirt was untucked. Tucked back in. I don't want you seeing all the marks my my leather belt left on it. There we go. Might as well have been a full blister. Left the high-low jack for 7. See, that's what I'm supposed to do. Is go for our third ball. Unfortunately, I took out only one of the two. Looking like a good game. Ooh, all right. It's another $50 he owes me for copyright infringement. Now, he's my friend. I won't charge him that. Ooh, good second ball. But Masons. You really earn everything again. 8. Why do I have a bad feeling the only bowling alley that's going to be like this cut? I don't care. I thought this place was sold because of all the work. I know. Not bad for something that stepped out. Well, missed the object pin and the guide rail can help still. Miss everything and nothing works. Still, 8 is great. That one puts me at the very bottom end of average with another frame left. Ow. It reminds me of my time at Fun Spot. Except I'm not sticking to the floor like it's made out of fly paper. Nice second ball. Oh, well, everywhere else that would have went down. Now you can see why the pros and the competitive leagues hate coming here. They do, because I mention a name and they cringe, literally. Kingpin remains for 9. The Kingpin appears a little darker because it's back from the deck lighting. All right, let's see if I can hit 90s. Well, I guess I might have. No, I haven't, but whatever. That has done it. Yep. This was a close one. 90-89. Both are very good games. Pretty much right smack dab in the middle of average. Game number 5. Get a strike. I'm highly doubting it. Pin setter is kind of tilted, not in our favor for that. Mute the audio on that stuff. No, there's just so much. It's just too much work. It's just too much. It's the first set of videos that are complete garbage. Well, decent out. Middle finger. Even the dumb luck at Masons is well earned. Still broke the 11 and 12 curse. Pencils don't like to stay up very much. Too full on the head pin, and wow. 3, 4, 7, 9, and 6. Wow, not bad out again. He's pulling them out. That was good or bad. New Palace right. World record poster is way out of date. Shows the high single of 240. It's been 245 for I don't know how many years. No spare.
There it goes.
Someone by last name of Semp and Chris Sargent co-hold it. I keep forgetting the Semp guy's name. Stay. The thing is, he co-owns French King Bowling Center. They're in Harvard. I haven't been to in a while. That would have been spare anywhere else. And that's what we call a 9. Except for years, it's been 245 for this high single. Wouldn't it be funny if the bowling gods really screwed up and I actually managed to somehow pull a 300 out of my butt? And the video stream was perfect? We know that would never happen. Just one of those imagine ifs. Or even breaking 200. In Candlepins, you're considered a god if you can break 200 points.
Be happy to hit 150.
In fact, it's much easier to get a perfect game in 10 pin than it is to get a 200 in candles. Very few people have crossed that coveted 200 point line. Break any pins. Hey, another 9. Nico, to answer your question, no, and it's probably not going to happen. Pin setter is angled just too wrong. It's angled more towards a left-hander. It's not to say it couldn't happen, but at this point I'm highly doubting it. Nonetheless, the outing hasn't been too bad. Again, another close halftime report. And we both got that 7 that we don't want. 43-44, Chris's favor. right, that maintained. Nines are good, tens are better, and marks are even better than that. Off to the right. Oh, there you go. Time once again to go for the Emily. That's nothing ball one, everything ball two. Decent out. Decent out, 9, kingpin remaining. That helps advance a little bit. Ooh, another great shot, but it's not going to happen if it's unless it's Brooklyn, 8 fill.
Yeah, that's, I don't know, man. I'm starting to believe you.
And, ooh, nice try. It's a game of millimeters. 10. He's winning this one. 8 fill and a 10. What the hell was that? Well, there goes everything, probably. It's still bottom as possible. And off to the left, David Letterman left. Letting show the other side some love. I've already lost this game, so I can say stuff like that. Oh, I thought that was going to tap. 4, yeah, only a 4. Bring up another famous phrase. It's not over till it's over. It's over. I forget where I saw that. Yep, game's over. I can probably barely squeak into average. Very bottom of it. There's not much hope left in it, though. Yeah, I let those live. Minor ones. It's up to you. Seven. This ain't a tournament, so.
Yeah.
Usually oh, here comes the first mediocre game. Well, they usually can't all be good, and well, to no exception here. Yeah, I'm hoping this is the low one. Oh, there's our friend Bob Caleri. Although there's a piece of wood back there that could make it easy to pick him out, you know. It's looking good. Oh, too full. And that's an 8. And I failed to have a good game this time. And that's why. The 7's no help either. 78.91. Failure. Even if this one becomes a failure, 4 of the 5, the strike streak, which was dead since the fun spot, is still dead today. So long as the games are halfway decent, whatever.
One more frame. And there it is. What did I say? What did I tell you?
How does that happen?
It's not over to the road.
How did that one?
Well,
Of all places for a strike like that to happen. Well, that says how much worse the fun spot bowling is. I will tell you, fun spot is well worth it for everything else. The food, the games. The ice cream is... Oh, the ice cream. Man, was that good. I would thank the bowling gods, but we know what the bowling gods thank me with every time. In all honesty, and there's what they thank me with. In all honesty, when I do good, that's when the bowling gods are busy helping others. 2 will stinkle the bonus balls. Yeah, it seems either that 30 frame per second drop on that screen cap software that somehow is running when it shouldn't be, and maybe the new YouTube update that came in today has fixed the streaming issue. Anyway, let's see what the two add up to. Wouldn't it be funny for a team of all places? I mean, Brian's is hard enough to believe. And a crappy strike fill of 6, although with the score, it doesn't really hurt. First of the fill, that's a 7. I barely got the 7. I think I remember when it comes to live stream, when I was able to use the good camera, I tried it and it would lock up. So I don't think it's the phone. Oh, spare. Kind of an answer. Well, if you get another 6, then it's better. The only way it would be better if it's a strike. That third ball would have been a complete miss too. That's an 8. The fill is 7. It's Masons. As soon as they pretty much fall, they're pretty much dead, so. Eights get you to the bottom end of average if you stay there. Oh, hi, Bob. It's our friend Bob. And no help to get rid of him. About as good as it gets. From a Caleri, that ain't too bad. I think this is his first time for an Emily. Again, that's, you miss everything in ball 1, get it all in ball 2. Oh. Well, you see, if you take the 0 and then you take the 1, you put them together, right? That's a 10.
All right.
I think that qualifies in tournaments.
So,
The rest are bonus points. Oh no. No. He ties my low frame of the day.
wow.
That's right where. Take 10. Strongest half score. Probably be a weak ending. And thin hit. Thin.
Yeah.
That almost looks exactly like I got. And must say the pin setter's pretty accurate in putting them down though. You hit it exactly the same way and you pretty much get the exact same leave. That's pretty much a very accurate setter there. Smart move. And 9. And not at Mason's, not at that. Has to go a lot faster than that. But you know, you just hope. Maybe there's a chip on the pin and you're going to hit it just right. Halftime report. Both of us are not doing too badly here. 48-44. I'm not putting any bets on hitting digits here. That is a very rare event. I was hurting the day that I got 4 of them here in one outing. Still 7 at least. Down the toilet we go. Hair thin. It's got the diamond and I think the piece of wood's in the middle of it. That's very helpful. That looks good. Oh, oh. Great shot, just didn't work. And, oh, I thought it would be a 10. Leaves the kingpin standing. And why go down when you can at least have enough accuracy that you could probably try and do that? I was going to say the first one back was the houseboat. Now, I will, if I have not responded to any comments, it's not that I have ignored you. The phone app is known to drop live stream comments. Because I've went back to see if an issue appeared in videos every now and then, and I saw a lot more comments in the live chat than appeared on the phone. So I'm not trying to alpha omega sin you guys if I'm ignoring you. Or appears to be, should I say. That Bob is a pest.
Yes, he is.
Bowling God's middle finger for 9. Looks like that 78 is going to be the only not so good game there. And takes out the whole right side. That looks good. Halfway decent out of 8. That's for Sam Sitar. At Mason's, it's a miracle if you can get a helicopter that does that. Or a helicopter in general. Alrighty, so it's official. With 1 frame to go, the only mediocre game, which goes into the bad column, is number 5 with that 78. Ooh, too full. Ooh. That could do it. If he hits the wood on the right side of the line, he could get a spare, knocking that other piece into it. Perfect. Oh! So that's what I would have done. And a 10. Yeah, I love the very last minute. That's when people start watching.
Yeah.
Hi everybody. Oh, we're done. Have a good one. gave Chris an easy win with a 6. Still, the score's actually pretty good.
Never easy.
And at Mason's, it's not really that bad at all. I still count 70s as not good. Yeah, he won it. To absolutely nobody's surprise. The guy that has some athletic ability versus the guy that had absolutely none and always picked last in gym class. Who would you think would win? Oh, no. No, that's a 9. Surprise, surprise, I lost. But hey, not too bad. 87.90. Horrible end there. 96.85, I win. Next one. 84.94, he wins. Third game, 81.75, I win. Next one. 90.89, barely won. 78.91. Oh, thank you, Matt, for the $2 donation. That seems to be a thing that happens at the very end usually. 87.90, he wins. Just like I said, just you watch. People start coming in when everything's over. Hi, Car Wash. Bye, Car Wash. This was the live stream at Mason's. All 6 games. And thanks once again for that generous $2 donation. Just in time for the stream. Well, the good thing is you can see it from the beginning. A couple of little dropouts, but I found that, yeah, now that I recall, when everything used to run smooth and now I got it running smooth again. The phone never liked using the fancy camera for the streams anyway. Anyway, that is it. Hope you enjoyed and have a good one.